South Carolina in the home white. Mike Vandy in black. It was so loud in there, Pat, we couldn't even hear you.
I can't believe I got out of there with my life.
Ezra Magnon with the basketball for Vanderbilt to start things off. Tyron Lawrence now into the corner. Vanderbilt just one win in the SEC. It came last Saturday at home against Missouri. Magnon mid-range. What a shot to start things off for Ezra Magnon. First five on the floor for Vanderbilt. Talon Cooper, the Minnesota transfer, along with Davis Johnson, the freshman Colin Murray-Boyles, and B.J. Mack. Here's Mack, straight on three, short. South Carolina got off to a torrid pace on Tuesday night, shooting especially from the perimeter. It's Vanderbilt, though, that is off to a hot start today as Evan Taylor, who has been red hot from behind the arc. He's made now 15 of his last 31 threes.
And that's what they expected. The transfer from Lehigh showed it at 43% last year at Lehigh, so they knew he could knock it down.
Michi Johnson trying to get strong inside. He gets the roll. He wants to know where the whistle was. South Carolina on the board.
Michi showing the improvement in his game. Not just a shooter, could take it to the hole this year.
Ezra Magnon already with a bucket out front. Taylor. South Carolina, the #1 scoring defense in the SEC. Shot clock inside 5. Knocked away. Then Allen Lubin, 51. Lubin missed them both. Talon Cooper, guarded by Magnon, gets it to Mack. Cooper has been playing well as of late. So has this young man. Extra passing inside.
Feeds a nice, easy pass to B.J. Mack for a layup. A lot of South Carolina shots, man, are high percentage shots.
B.J.
The majority of them are.
Yeah. They get good looks. Lamont Harris, the head coach here at South Carolina, says he loves the quality of shots that his team is getting. He'd like them to make a few more of them.
Well, from the three-point line, certainly. You know, they're averaging around 8 per game.
Had 3 games this year South Carolina has where they've made 15 or more threes. And against George Washington, probably the best shooting performance of the entire season. 18 made threes in that game against GW back in December.
And Richard, look at the spacing here. You got 4 guys above the three-point line. Gives B.J. Mack all the room he wants.
It's his own miss, forces it back up. Carolina. Lamont Paris in his second season here came after a successful run at UT Chattanooga.
And the recovery there by Talon Cooper to get back to his man after B.J. Mack steps up.
Malik Presley in the lane, shot clock winding down, forces it up with the left hand and gets it to fall.
And the majority, if you want to score against South Carolina's defenses, you're going to have to make tough twos because they guard the three-point line extremely well. You can't get by them off the dribble.
Michi Johnson into the corner, 3-ball won't go for Talon Cooper. South Carolina keeps it alive, and then Vandy comes away with it. Lee Presley able to grab that loose ball. Commodores up 2, almost 4 minutes in. Magnon gets the bucket.
And he is as good as anybody in the SEC. When he has space to work like that, he can find a crease in any defense, and he's excellent at finishing around the rim. Great ball faker, or creative to finish at the rim.
Out to Mack. Now Michi Johnson gets it to CMB on the drive. For Evan Taylor, who you mentioned just a second ago, he had 5 of 8 threes in that game. Vandy with a 1-point lead and the ball after that free throw make from B.J. Mack. Taylor hands it off to Tyron Lawrence, goes around a screen, tries to curl all the way down the left side of the lane.
But the lateral quickness, Michi Johnson stays with it, and the defense at the rim makes that a tough shot.
Catch and shoot from the corner won't go, and Vanderbilt another chance. Ends up in the hands of Carter Lang, who has just come in, playing the freshman from Charlottesville, Virginia. I think we've got a shot clock issue. I think they had to get the possession arrow right, so they've stopped the clock there. Magnon into the corner, gets it to Taylor. Magnon finds some space at the free throw line, too strong that time. And finally, South Carolina secures the rebound. It was Colin Murray-Boyles who grabbed it.
That was also Josh Gray defending Magnon at the perimeter. That's the advantage when you got Talon Cooper at 6'4", 6'5", and he switches off on a big man. He can fight down there with the big fella. But credit Josh Gray for getting down and defending.
Contested jumper on the baseline there for Meechie Johnson. He's got 4.
Excellent job. He had all that side to work, realized he had a height advantage, got down in a stance.
First lead of the game for South Carolina. Tyron Lawrence, step back 3 off the back iron. And a rebound for Cooper.
Board, all 5 guys go to the glass and rebound. They're never out of position defensively, which helps them on that defensive glass.
Why? Well, we'll get to the South Carolina defense in a second. On the offensive end right now, you had Miles Stute cutting to the basket. Didn't get it to him. Lugasuk has come into the game. Cooper into the corner. Stute for 3, short. He made 4 of them. Cooper triggers it in, gets it to Stute. He's doubled down low. There's Miles Stute, the former Vanderbilt Commodore, spent 3 years in West End. Stute guarded by Isaiah West. And
defense gives you, and I think if you could sort of put a name to what South Carolina's offense does, is they're one of the best at that. Okay, what are you giving us? We'll take that. Because they're good enough decision makers to recognize what the best high percentage shot is.
Vandy made its first 4 shots. They've missed their last 4. Commodores down 4, 13 and a half to play in this opening half. Shot clock at 5. Tough shot by J.Q. Roberts. Wow.
That was all the way to the SEC logo, and we saw that was one of the shots Ole Miss had to make to stay in that game, that tough 2-pointer.
They'll be right off the mark with a 3.
In front of you. They're going to stay in front of their man with the basket. Not going to get beat that way. Backdoor cuts, anything. Going to stay in front of the basketball. So essentially, you're not going to get any open looks. So if you don't have the personnel to make tough 2s to create, that's when it's going to be tough scoring night for you. Seconds in the shot clock.
And we've seen 3 today from Vanderbilt, under 5 so far.
And that's just because they're very disciplined. They're going to maintain their positions. And then here it is again. And now you're forcing a very difficult 2 or turnovers. When their guys gets picked off, they don't give up on it.
Lewis did not get the shot off.
The 3 where you need a little bit more balance to do that, as opposed to throwing it at the rim and maybe for a pass right out of there for an alley-oop. Again, the spacing, balance, makes it difficult to guard all 5.
Good pass from Lugasuk out. And a 3 from Mack on the perimeter.
So B.J. Mack is the key to this offense, because 32% from the three-point line this year, just 27% this year. He makes a few more of those. It just opens things up in the paint for everybody else.
Lewis spins home a long 2.
Talking about keys, Paul Lewis is one for Vanderbilt. If he can come in, knock down a couple of shots, be that 3rd or 4th scorer for Vandy, opportunity to improve their resume. But you get a game in Lexington in February, that's a huge opportunity for Gonzaga.
Kentucky coming off the win against Vanderbilt on Tuesday night earlier this week. Stute from the left side, can't get it to go. He's 0 of 2 from behind the arc. Thought in that game, and I know sometimes it's dictated by score, but the athleticism of Kentucky really shone through in the second half. They were just running and gunning.
Oh, there's no question. They pretty much can score any way you want them to. It's an excellent swing pass, and that's one of the things Vanderbilt, you're going to have to worry about, that is getting to their rotations, because they spread you out, get to those corner shooters if you want to try and defend Vandy.
Jordan Williams just doubled his SEC point total. He had 3 points in SEC play all year. Good looking shot there. Meechie Johnson with a good looking shot on the other end.
Well, you see that Vandy defense. They're going to prevent the ball from getting to the middle. Want to force it baseline. Michi had the opportunity. Nice explosion going straight to the rim. Finish, a tough finish to the chest of Lang.
Lewis just inside the three-point line.
That development, talk about his development. I mean, 8 assists in the last game. He's really become an extremely well-rounded player defensively as well.
BJ Mack left alone this time off the back iron, South Carolina.
Third look with just about nobody really in his area code. Studi had a couple like that, so they're getting the shots they want, which, you know, if you're looking at this game, if you're Coach Lamont Paris, that's what you'd like to see. At least we're getting those shots.
South Carolina had 7 first-half threes on Tuesday. Lewis lets the defender fly by, but can't make the shot. Rebound to Zachary Davis.
Great length by South Carolina's defense there. Another possession where Vandy had to shoot it under 10 seconds in the shot clock.
Deep three from Michi Johnson off the front iron.
So you know Vandy understands how good South Carolina's half-court defense is. At times, you got to try to score before the defense sets up. See if you can't get a few in transition.
Magnon working again. Lubin and Taylor back into the game for Vanderbilt. And kind of one of the under-the-radar transfer portal guys. Lamont Paris and the South Carolina staff identified him, loved him, and they love what he has given them this year. Magnon might have gotten away with a little push-off, but he's got 6.
Yeah, and we've seen Vandy's points come from three-point shots on some really good skip passes. The tough twos at the SEC logo, right, where they had to get physical. Those tough fadeaways.
How about this? 1 of 4 with 1,300 points and 700 assists. He finished that game on Tuesday night with 701 in the assist category. Averaging just shy of 5 assists for his career. Lubin on Mack. Working into the lane. Mack stays in front of him. Gives no ground. Lubin just fades away. What good defense by B.J. Mack.
B.J. Mack, excellent defense. Stayed down, hands up. Credit South Carolina as a whole, though all 5 guys know where their man in the basketball is. They don't lose him on the weak side for a cut. Vandy was cutting to the hoop.
Murray Boyles got it inside to Cooper for an easy 2.
And that is an important matchup right there. You saw South Carolina take advantage again of the size of their guards. Cooper, we've seen Johnson do it. Studi take advantage of that.
Lawrence on the drive, challenging Mack. Little contact, finishes through the contact, and gets the bucket. Stackhouse, Jerry Stackhouse wants to know, where's the whistle there?
Tied. Lawrence is a hard-driving guy. You know, most of the time he forces the official to make calls.
Right. Murray Boyles. Spin move. Rebound. Defeated South Carolina women's team. Coached, of course, by Dawn Staley.
We used to do that back in the day.
Hosting UConn tomorrow.
Wow. Coach Gino Oriana. Making their way.
It's in your general neck of the woods.
Yeah. Another great. Coach Dawn Staley has done everything in more.
Ty Lawrence couldn't get it to go. Rebound underneath for Lubin. Trying to go up among the trees and muscles his way up. How about that for Finn Allen Lubin?
Well, that's not a very easy thing to do against a big Josh Gray, very athletic. And Colin Murray Boyles.
This is the bigger lineup for South Carolina, where they've got Gray and Murray Boyles both on the floor. Cooper dumps it off. Murray Boyles lays it in with the left hand.
Simple basketball, right? Talon Cooper, his size allows him to see over the defense, come off that ball screen. You got Josh Gray on the block. Then you got the diving Murray Boyles with the finish.
Colin Murray Boyles, a local product. He's from here in Columbia. Left for his senior year, went out to Utah and played at Wasatch Academy. He did it from a maturity standpoint, what he wanted to do, and has come back home and, boy, has just grown and grown and grown throughout this season.
Best with you. Matter of fact, Lamont Paris said in practice he had Zachary Davis try to go through his chest just to show him it didn't hurt that bad.
Taylor, Evan Taylor. How about his level of confidence right now?
Well, he's been feeling it. His numbers are what? That's 16 of his last 32 for his last 4 games, and they need him to step up, and he's done that in SEC play.
Cooper with the kick. Michi Johnson. Time to size it up. Offensive rebound. Murray Boyles. He just went straight up and took it away from everybody.
We are going to hear a lot about CMB. If you haven't got a chance to watch him play, a freshman, skilled. He's athletic. He's got great hands, great footwork. What I love about him most, he's got great vision. High basketball IQ, knows where to be on the floor.
During preseason practice leading into the start of the year, he developed mono. They had to shut it down completely for 3 weeks. Didn't play until December 1st.
To the coaches about him being a skilled, strong, athletic.
Older brother James plays in Germany. Lubin finally made one from the line. He's 1 of 4, coming in as an 80% free throw shooter. 26 apiece. Gray, good vision, gets it into the corner. Cooper on the drive, cut off. CMB working against Lubin. Went right at him, but a little too strong, and Lubin clears the rebound.
Yeah, nice contest without the foul there. And the majority of those high percentage shots right there in front of the rim are going down.
Evan Taylor short with the long 2. An open look for Tyron Lawrence. That is...
Your shoulders are square, feet are set. The pass is coming right at you, so you don't have to turn, just step right into it. Not a lot of that against South Carolina's defense. Ooh, I like that trap there out front. Scramble back.
And to Josh Gray.
God.
And he traveled.
Oh.
They're sitting on 20 wins with 8 games left in the regular season.
And they're doing it playing simple basketball, disciplined, fundamental basketball. Get down, watch this defense. Stay in your stance, communicate, arms out wide. Now they run out to the three-point shooter. Help. Come on. Under 10 seconds again.
A little different defensive look this time from South Carolina.
A little bit different. The zone there. Good pass by Tyron.
Corner 3 short by Taylor. Gets his own miss. Monroe, thought about kicking it out. Instead attacks the basket. Josh Gray with the rebound. 6 offensive rebounds in this first half for Vanderbilt.
Trapping Talon Cooper out there.
That one was halfway down. Josh Gray trying to come up with the offensive rebound. Shot wouldn't go for Zachary Davis.
And with that high ball trap, they're going to have to give something up, right? Because now South Carolina's playing 4 on 3 on that half offense. Who are you going to leave open? Not Michi on the right side. Zach Davis was found open that time.
Tyron Lawrence working against Talon Cooper. Baseline drive. Gets it out to Magnon. Under 5 on the shot clock. Gets to the free throw line. Forces it up.
5 seconds. Multiple times.
Best free throw shooter in the SEC at 83%, but he missed 1. So Vandy's missed 3 free throws in the game. Make it 4, and the only 2 guys that have shot free throws are both above 80%. Lon Cooper, 3-ball. Saved in by CMB, but then Vanderbilt comes away with it.
Good look right there. Good pass by Michi.
Magnon challenging Gray. Offensive rebound for Lang. Little wraparound pass in traffic. And who's going to come away with it? South Carolina is. Ended up in the hands of Michi Johnson. Nobody got on the floor there.
Oh, Michi trying to that nutmeg pass.
Man.
Between the legs on Carter Lang.
Interior passing.
If they completed that, that was a Mahomes play, okay? Type of pass. Unorthodox type of pass.
Who you got tomorrow night, Chiefs or Niners?
Oh, man. Let me think about it. I'll tell you second half. A little cliffhanger for you.
Okay.
Still haven't finished my research.
Tyron Lawrence, 3-ball from the corner.
And that's Vandy. You see them get multiple shots from those corners. They do an excellent job of making you go from underneath the basket defensively, and they swing that around quick for an open shot.
South Carolina, 4-minute scoring drought. Talon Cooper feeds it in. CMB off the glass. That snaps the drought and gets it back to 2.
That's Vandy's little zone. They do 1-3-1, but that one was sort of a matchup 2-3, which South Carolina was practicing that in practice yesterday, shoot around today. We're how to find the opening in that defense.
Tyron Lawrence off the screen, gets squared up, left it short. 8% from the line on the year, but had made 5 of his last 7.
You did it.
To that one.
You did it.
It's like the
I've
third
never
time
seen
I've
it
done
live.
it today.
I've never seen it live before. The ounce of jinx.
Magnon with the crossover, trying to find some space.
It's like Bigfoot. Difficult shots for 40 minutes or more if you go into overtime, and that's the percentage game that South Carolina's playing on defense. Ooh, nice screen. Cut.
What a great backdoor cut for Tyron Lawrence. Vanderbilt by 4, clock running down. Talon Cooper bump, tries to kick it to the corner. Didn't get it off in time. 10 players have played in the game for Vanderbilt. 8 of them have scored. Evan Taylor leading the way for the Commodores. You saw that 3-point number for South Carolina. Just 1 of 11. That one belonged to B.J. Mack. Here's Meechie Johnson, kicks it out. Talon Cooper says, we're not 1 of 11 anymore.
They will start falling at some point. You're talking about a team that makes 34% over 8 per game. At home, you expect to shoot the ball really well. So they were going to start falling at some point.
Evan Taylor looking for the answer. Off the mark, tipped around and back. Mack secures the rebound. Murray Boyle says, give me a lane. Wow, you got to stop the ball, don't you?
Well, certainly he saw, he looked, but that's the vision part. Guys don't play with their heads up enough, and they don't even realize when they're open for a driving lane like that. Murray Boyle's to finish with the right hand.
Lawrence guarded by Meechie. Looking to use the screen. B.J. Mack pushes it all the way out to half court. Magnon. Now Taylor. Gives it out. Magnon looking for a 3. No, he does that very, very rare. So they did not count the basket, but there was a foul on the play.
So,
I mean, if a band can be LMFAO, why can't he be CMB, right?
He can. But so him hitting it after the backboard is a moot point.
Usher, halftime tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll be watching.
Super Bowl halftime?
I'll be watching. Ursher?
Little throwback. A little. Maybe that just means we're old.
Oh, you saw that. Great job by Talon Cooper to maintain control of that.
Oh, B.J. Mack in the corner. Rattles home the 3, but what about the feed to get it to him?
No, that's 2 things, right? Understanding where your teammate is in B.J. Mack, and then the ability at 6'5" to make that pass cross court.
Talon Cooper with his 4th assist of the game. B.J. Mack had a couple of 3s. Woo. Nice feed there. Put one in the assist column for Ezra Magnon.
Richard, he knew he had to get it there, and he knew he had to throw it to the perfect spot for Van Lubin to get up and finish that with a yoke.
That snapped an 8-0.
On Meechie, gets it to B.J. Mack at the top. Now, B.J. sometimes turns and shoots that 3. He didn't. CMB cuts right to the block for an easy and 1. I mean, I could say it's easy for him. Wouldn't be for one of us.
You probably more so than me, but it's okay.
Ooh.
Tyron Lawrence. Never gave up the dribble. Got to a good spot, saw the clearing, and accelerated.
And that's what he does best. Hard driving, left hand, straight to the hoop. He's fearless. Will accept the contact and still finish.
South Carolina has made all 4 of its shot attempts in the second half. Make it 5 for 5. Third made 3 of the game for B.J. Mack. He's now at double figures with 12 points, and these Carolina fans coming to their feet.
That's the shot B.J. Mack will get in this offense. 3 out of 5 tonight on the season, 27%.
Lawrence contested, overshot it, tipped around, and South Carolina clears it. Michi Johnson. Murray Boyles working against Lubin. Little spin move. Stays with it. Goes home and flushes it. $18 points for Colin Murray Boyles. That's a new career high. Quick answer on the other end from Malik Presley.
BJ Mack at 29% right now from the three. Just wanted to update that. 23 in SEC play.
Johnson, deep three. Off the front iron, offensive rebound. Murray Boyles making a 20 spot for number 30. He's got 9 in the second half.
He seems to be always in the right spot for a rebound, for a cut. To help make to win is to sin. Sindarius Thornwell.
Is that the 16-17 season?
Final four, my friend. Final four. Let's run it back.
Fell out of the top 25 in February.
And we've seen they didn't shoot well from the three-point line in the first half, but they certainly could turn that around. Another offensive rebound. Wow.
Carter Lang had it blocked, trying to put it back up.
Credit Vandy. They haven't gotten many open looks, but they've been putting in some work from the offensive glass, trying to get some looks anywhere they can.
9 offensive rebounds, but that only resulting in 4 second chance points.
I noticed you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I messed enough people up today. 11-point lead for South Carolina.
Is that what happened? My audio at the open, beginning of the game? You must have.
I must have jinxed that as well. Lubin working against Murray Boyles. Lubin with a strong move.
And he can do that. You can isolate him. Coach Stackhouse does that, isolates him, and he can make something happen from there. He just scored himself. He'll get it out to a three-point shooter if he's doubled.
From the corner, Miles Studi. Tip back out. He'll try again. Second time, he spins it home. Gamecocks by 12. Lawrence waves off the screen, trying to back down Michi Johnson. And then he has it blocked from behind by Gray. Lang saves it. Shot clock did not reset. It's under 5. Lubin on the drive. Lubin with the flush. Wow.
That was right into 7 foot right there, Van Lubin.
9 points for Vin Allen Lubin. Steele Magnon racing the other way. Had it blocked. CMB on the chase. That got this crowd on its feet. Big time hustle play by Murray Boyles. Studi dumps it into the post. Murray Boyles working on Lubin. It's his own miss. 3 on the way, Michi Johnson. Gray had it stripped away by Magnon.
That's not often Magnon can battle in the paint there. You bring it down, and he's going to take it from you. Shoot it. And he shot it a lot better at the beginning of the year when he was out, when he was sick, as when he lost a little bit of that jump shot, which is coming back at some point.
Yeah, he's 10 of 13. And Allen Lubin going back to work inside, turns around, couldn't get the roll. Studi
South Carolina, another good look, and you see multiple three-point shooters out there. They spread out your defense.
Lawrence feeds it to Lang down low. Lang looking for some help. Moving again.
Forced into another contested tough two right there at the SEC logo area.
And a turnover.
It's in that game, I think.
Some teams that can score in the SEC this year.
Yes, there is. Bama, Kentucky, and even efficient. Like South Carolina is very efficient. Vandy, when they get good shots. It's just the ability to make them.
Lewis from the free throw line. Off balance, good looking shot there.
Very nice. So that defensively made Lewis bounce it. Straight line, credit Paul Lewis. Great pull up right there. Just when he saw the opening, had enough room.
BJ Mack from the corner, and another one. That's his fourth triple.
Talking to Coach Stack, when they do throw that zone, or it's a 1-3-1, that little scramble 2-3. The vulnerable spot is that corner. So credit South Carolina recognizing that. Didn't hesitate to get a guy to the corner and get it to him there.
Lewis straight on three.
And it was straight on, just missed it back iron. And he's a guy, they can get him going, that gives that other scorer that they're looking for.
Mack thought about another one.
He's going to have an opportunity.
There it is. How about a straight on three on this end? Rolls off.
Much better. 4-7 for BJ Mack from the three-point line. And it's about the action. They have an action, that ball screen. However the defense plays that, they just read and react and play off it for the best shot available.
Lawrence nearly lost his footing. Look at that defense. 30 feet from the basket. Lang.
Strong, and he's quick, and you pressure him that high. Backdoor cut. Great job by Tyron Lawrence, but Jacoby Wright, my goodness. Young man, you won that possession.
Studi, catch, shoot, off the mark. He made 4 of 5 from deep on Tuesday. Today, Studi 1 of 6 from behind the arc.
Of course, we know Studi, top in the league in three-point percentage last year.
Shooting 42.2% this season. His best year shooting it was his sophomore year at Vanderbilt when he hit 43% of his threes. He was trying to feed it to Lang, who was looking the other way. Colin Murray Boyle said, "I'm happy to take it." Cooper. Jacoby Wright. Jacoby Wright.
They can clip that defensive possession into offense possession because they smothered the ball, got in the passing lanes defensively, got the turnover, even out, and just how they can be effective at both places.
Well, Harris said quarter zips are not only stylish, but useful. He uses the one with the little kangaroo pouch in the front.
Yeah, he loves
stick my phone in there, stick my whistle in there. If it's cold, I can zip it all the way up. If it's hot, I can.
Yeah, he told.
And he's superstitious.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he told us on the broadcast, SEC Now, that he's got to be careful. Another wide open layup. It's good offense there.
25 points now for Colin Murray Boyles on 11 of 14 shooting. That's a bump by Jacoby. I would imagine she can sit wherever she wants to in this building.
Yeah, matter of fact, Roy Philpott and Jimmy Dykes had her right in the middle of the broadcast table.
Right. That's right. 14-point lead for South Carolina. Trying to make it 7 in a row in the SEC. J.Q. Roberts stayed with it there, kind of lost the handle. He's got 4 in the game.
It was a good, aggressive, tough move by J.Q. Roberts. Second bucket of the game. and make sure that, you know, if somebody needs to know where they're supposed to be and how they get there, they're not shy about helping one another out.
Good pass. Tyron Lawrence wide open from the corner. Got the three.
Great read, Van Allen Lubin. Also, just understanding, okay, I'm getting double teamed on this block. Where's that open shooter going to be?
5 in a row for Vanderbilt. South Carolina trying to avoid the drama they dealt with earlier this week. They led by 17 in the second half against Ole Miss. Rebels had a shot to try and tie the game, with the clock winding it down. That's one way to avoid the comeback. Make shots.
Well, you could see that on the release. Had his feet set, but just when he released the ball, it had a different arc on it that time. A couple of times previous to that, little short rim on that three.
BJ Mack now with 18 points, 12 of those in the second half. He's hit 5 threes in the game. That is a turnover by Vanderbilt.
That's something that he'd done last year, 32%. The threat from that three-point line. He's going to get a lot of those looks. And he shot it as well as he's had this whole season. He shot it well tonight.
6'8", 260. Feed inside. Murray Boyles with the two-handed jam. 27 points, just adding to that career day. Lawrence working off the screen. Holy cow. Tyron Lawrence.
Well, if you didn't know, yes. Hard driver can turn the corner if you don't get on that left hand, and he can finish above the rim.
14 points for Lawrence. Lost his man in the corner. 3 on the way, and good for Zachary Davis.
And those are all open looks. Those are good open looks. I can't remember when South Carolina took a bad shot.
Magnon looking for an angle along the baseline. Kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence again. Shoot into that South Carolina student section down on the end. Makes the second. Cooper left alone, lets it fly. Offensive rebound for Miles Studi. He's going to let one fly. Tough day from behind the arc for Studi, but a career day continues for Colin Murray Boyles. Offensive rebound, two-handed jam, 29 points.
South Carolina understanding that's not where Vandy's strength is in that interior. Great move.
Lubin has played well. He's got 11 and has now scored in double figures in 4 of the last 6 SEC games.
One of my favorite statistics for South Carolina is they are number 16 in the country, 3rd in the league, 61% assist rate. 67% assist rate today. As they say, they're not going to beat themselves. The three-point line, it can hurt you in the paint as well.
Just looking at Ken Palm, looking at the 7 remaining games on the schedule. The numbers in the formula at Ken Palm only have South Carolina favored to win in 3 of those remaining 7 games.
Even Ken Palm doesn't believe in him. Well, that's how it's been for South Carolina all season. You're going to play it on the court. Not in the numbers. I was going to say on paper, but you got it on a laptop right here, so
yeah,
it's a little bit different.
Trying to save a tree, man.
Yes.
Inside 3 minutes to go, South Carolina on its way to its 21st overall win. Big block there. Studi got clobbered from behind. And Miles Studi's still trying to figure out how he didn't draw a whistle on that last offensive possession. Gamecocks leading it by 15.
And we'll go back to our conversation with Coach Paris, and he talked about the difference. You know, everyone wants to talk about pace of game and tempo and possession length. You know, their style, so you have to be just as efficient. If you're not an efficient offensive team, you're going to be hurt.
Miles Studi gets to the rack. 8 points for Studi.
There's a misconception, right? Say, oh, they take the air out of basketball. No, they run their offense. If it comes early, fine. If it doesn't, we're patient enough, and it's the same on defense.
That's a really good point, though, on the defensive side. When you push opponents so deep into the shot clock on a regular basis, it's going to feel like a slower-paced game.
It is, and that's the result of it. And what it does now, it forces them, they're taking desperate shots. They're a good defensive rebounding team. You finish the possession that way.
Back off the mark. 13 points now for Lubin after that last make. He's had a nice day. Magno quickly gets to the rim. Touched last by South Carolina. Mack, 12 of them in the second half. He's hit 5 of 9 from behind the arc. Magno thought about the three, turned it down.
And you have 5 guys on the floor, South Carolina. Even when you've got your bench come in, they all play with their head up, their eyes up, understanding where each other's at. Don't turn the ball over so they get high percentage shots.
To his credit, Jerry Stackhouse had made CMB with the exclamation point on a 31-point game. So you're going to say Jerry Stackhouse has made no excuses about his team. But if you look at Vanderbilt and you don't mention that injuries are part of the story with this team this year, you're kind of doing a disservice.
There's no question. And they're a very young team, 10th youngest in the country. You add into the injuries, just because the people want math. 70% assist rate right now for South Carolina. That means 21 assists on 30 made buckets.
That is big time. Tell you what else is big time. The play of Colin Murray Boyles, the freshman from right here in Columbia. 31 points on 14 of 17 shooting. Perfect at the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 2 assists. What a day.
Both ends. And a lot of it has to do with his understanding of how and where to be.
If the country doesn't know